we're talking about E3, of course, and more importantly, we're talking about the Nintendo E3. Now, no one really had a very strong positive opinion about E3 for Nintendo. I'm not going to sit here and try and tell you as a Nintendo fanboy that I thought this was the best conference I had ever seen, I had ever heard of. But, at the same time, they did not deserve the crap that they were getting. And part of that is because when people are going to E3 or they watch E3 online or whatever the case may be, everyone seems to think that if you go to E3 and you're a company like Nintendo, Sony, or Microsoft, they tend to believe that you should have all this new stuff that you're going to display in front of us. I'm not going to lie. Nintendo had new stuff. They had a decent amount of new stuff, too. They also had stuff that they've been talking about for the past year that hasn't come out yet, and then they updated us with that stuff. But I swear, the lid blew off the fucking place for some people. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm pretty congested right now, and if it sounds like that, I apologize. Oh. Anyway, so yeah, the lid blew off the fucking place when it came to that. Everyone's just like, the Nintendo is dying or is dead. The Wii U is dead. There's no coming back from this. Like I said in my past video, it's just a conference. It's just a group of guys and a few girls in there who get together and they talk about all this awesome stuff coming out in the next year, maybe even 2 years. That is all this is. This is not an end-all, be-all deal. It never was, and it's never gonna be. So, to get to the main bullet point, and I think that was the hardest part for me not to scream and get completely upset with, we're going to talk about some of the stuff they actually talked about. Now, I'm not going to try and split this up into digital and everything, and also, I'm basically just bringing up some sore subjects, some awesome subjects, and everything like that as far as what was presented at E3 for Nintendo. And also, I'll mention this at the end of the video, but if there's anything about E3 you want me to talk about, leave it in the comments down below, and I will make a video for it. But right now, I have about 3 or 4 of these lined up, and we're going to start with Nintendo because that's the big topic, I think. Not even just the fact that people thought like Sony won or Microsoft won or Square Enix won. There's no winning. So fuck yourselves. If you think that your company that you get behind every single year with every single game won at E3, fuck yourselves. Because there's no such thing as winning at E3. There's no such thing as winning when they're making money regardless as to how many copies are being sold over another company or under another company. So, let's get to the topics here. Nintendo, E3 conference. They had a digital conference and then they had like their big mother conference. I'm going to try and combine it into one, and I'm going to try and do it in all under probably 10 minutes. So we're going to start. I made a nice list on my computer here, and of course, Star Fox Zero. Who is fucking pumped about that? This fucking guy. Star Fox was one of those games that, in my memory and in my mind, that was one of the biggest, most fun games I had played, starting on the Super Nintendo. And you know what? I didn't even start, like, really loving them at the Super Nintendo level, because I think back then I wasn't as open-minded. I was still a kid. I was still getting together what I thought was a good game, what I thought was a bad game. And I thought it looked weird, but it was fun to play. I had fun playing it, and even though it frustrated the fuck out of me, I had fun playing it. So I never had a problem with the original Star Fox, but I'm telling you, talk about a mind blow when Star Fox 64 came out. I was fucking stoked. That was a great game, absolutely awesome. And just recently, I actually picked up the remake for the 3DS. Spoiler alert. So, actually, I don't even know if that's a spoiler, but fuck it. Anyway, so, Star Fox Zero, they gave us a nice, big, full preview, and it was fucking awesome. Balls to the wall, awesome. Freaking, I was just so ecstatic. It was great. all the nice additions to it that they made. The graphics look fucking phenomenal, and just wow. You're using your R-Wing as always, and that's the one thing everybody loves about Star Fox is the R-Wing. That was the main basis of the entire game. And then you had your little Landmaster, which is back, which is awesome. And then you also had the Blue Marine. I don't recall seeing anything about the Blue Marine in this one. But then they added some new things. You got your nice little, it looked like a fucking chicken. You can morph it midair and plop down on the ground and you look like a chicken. It was kind of cool. I actually really liked that aspect. Then you also had like a hovercraft. And I thought that was pretty freaking cool. I really feel like switching the R-Wing into a hovercraft, actually, now that I think about it, I think that's a really cool idea too. I was sitting here thinking that what the big difference is between a hovercraft and the R-Wing. Well, I'm going to just simply say it. The R-Wing stays in the air. Hovercraft, you're around on the ground. You can move quicker as opposed to just being on your feet. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I do not know if you can be just on your feet in this game. And I swear, when Star Fox Assault came out and everyone was all happy because they got a new Star Fox game, I'm telling you, I was one. I pissed my pants when I heard that there was a Star Fox game that wasn't Star Fox Adventures. But when you were on your feet, a lot of people were upset. And I mean a lot. Nobody wanted to see you run around as Fox on the ground. They wanted you in that fucking R-Wing, which was ridiculous, because you know what? How the hell do you grow as a game if you're literally in that fucking aircraft the entire fucking time? A game like this needs to expand. They need to do something big. They need to do something earth-shattering, for fuck's sake. But I don't know if they added that aspect in there, and you know what? If they didn't, you're just going to have a lot more fans that are not me liking this game, buying this game, and looking more into wanting to buying this game. Whereas if they did have it, I'm sure those people would have been like, fuck, this is going to be Star Fox Assault all over again. Uh-oh. That was a puppy. I did get a puppy. Actually, I got two. I'll do this really quick. I got puppies, and they've been yipping. This one we named Yukon Cornelius because he actually fucking came to that name. I thought it was kind of cool. Hi, baby. And then we got this one, which we made like a tube sock out of because he's cold all the time, and his name is Choji. It's short for Chubby. He's a little chubby. Okay. Back to E3, though. So, Star Fox. On your feet. People don't like that. I don't know if it's on there, but that's really cool, though. We're going to move right on here. Hyrule Warriors Legends. I only played a demo of Hyrule Warriors. I still don't have the game. I mean, I just recently got the Wii U, and I have a total of 3 games. Nintendo Land, Mario Bros. U, and Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker. I really want to get all the others, but the thing is I'm a cheap bastard, so to pay $60 for a game is just out of the question for me. I am not that rich. I also haven't been very good at saving money lately. I'm usually pretty good at it, but the best time I have to save money is either when I get overtime at my work or if tax return season comes. Because I always get a nice chunk of money, and I always put some of it away for my garage selling and everything like that. And then maybe I'll buy a game here and there. But anyway, so I've only played a little bit of Hyrule Warriors for the Wii U, and I thought that was fun as hell. The fact that they're bringing it for the 360, you can't complain with that. There's going to be some differences in it, too. I mean, this is coming out later. They've had some innovative ideas to try and toss in there. This ought to be fun. Eventually, I probably will pick it up. Okay, now we're going to knock a big one out of the way because I feel like if I leave this one to the end, I might just kind of rant, and this is going to be a 30-minute video. Metroid Prime Federation Force. I need a drink. Unfortunately, it's not alcohol. It's almost 11 a.m. It's not to say I wouldn't drink at 11 a.m., but I have to work in an hour, so I only have so much time to work with. With that said, Metroid Prime Federation Force. any of you who says this game looks like shit, I don't even want it made, pull it off the shelves, go fuck yourselves. You know why? Because there is no reason why you should be telling Nintendo, I don't fucking like this idea, and I think you should fucking bury it. You should bury it next to the ET, actually, you should bury it in place of the ET cartridges out there in fucking New Mexico. That is bullshit. You want a Metroid Prime game, I get that, and you want one that actually fucking has Samus Aran in it, but you know what? You don't fucking do this. Don't be so fucking selfish that you want everything the way you want it. Oh, bury this game, put it in the ground, and then get me a fucking game that I actually want to purchase. You know what? You don't have to fucking purchase it. Believe it or not, it's on that shelf. It's not saying, oh, you have to purchase this by so-and-so date. You don't have to do that. It doesn't work like that. It's America, bitches. It's a free fucking country. You don't have to go and buy this fucking game. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to buy any of these games. You don't even have to buy a Nintendo product from here on out. But you know what? They should release it. They should have a chance to make their case with this. Because I'm going to even throw a bigger thing at you. Metroid Prime Federation Force, it's a spin-off. What about all the other spin-offs of Metroid? You want to bury them? Oh, wait, you can't because they're already in fucking stores. They're already out there. They made Metroid Pinball and all sorts of other shit. It's just ridiculous that these people feel like, oh, we're going to put up a petition. We're going to try and get it canceled. One, it's not going to work. They're not going to fucking cancel a game that they've been in production for because there's some people who are upset with it. Like this small little population of people who are upset with the fact that they're not making a Metroid game that has Samus in it. You're not going to be able to make that work. It doesn't fucking work that way. It really just doesn't. And these people who think that they can just go around and say what they want and get what they want by being all critical and fucking pissy about this shit, be pissy. We don't care. Fact remains is that game's going to stay on a store shelf. And you know what's going to happen is if this game really does suck, if there are the people out there like me who are like, you know what, I'm going to give this game a shot, and then I'm going to pick it up, I'm going to give it a try, all of a sudden, this game does suck. It blows chunks. I'm going to fucking sell the game. Well, actually, I probably won't, but that's if I were to pick it up. There are going to be people out there who, this game sucks, get rid of it. And then it's not going to sell. And then you know what's going to happen? It's going to be technically considered a collector's item. It's going to be a $60 game. So, you know what? Let them release it. We'll give it a try. The people who are open-minded, the people that are closed-minded, they're going to go into the corner of their homes and just jack off or something. But, you know, let them do their thing. Let them do exactly what they want. But you know what? For me, I'm not going to dismiss this game right away. So, fuck that shit.